Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our channel, where we're creating smart and savvy expats. Welcome to your nap session number 3, News Around Panama. So one thing we're going to get into here is that Panama has crowned 2 champions, not one, but 2 champions. So we're going to get into some stories concerning that. But first, we wanted to announce and are proud to announce that we are now accepting bookings for your 1-hour private Zoom consultations. Should that interest you, if you need some additional personalized help leading up to your move, we are available for you. You can email us at chosenfewexpats@gmail.com. This goes far beyond me just sitting on the phone with you for an hour, fielding your questions and providing answers. It goes beyond that. I'll spend a few hours after the call working to put together a summary document for you that covers everything that was discussed in the call. If there were any questions that you had that we didn't have all of the answers to, we had to go do a little research. We compile all this stuff into a nice, neat document personalized for you with website links, photos, anything that was related to the conversation. So that's going to be well worth your while. I can guarantee you that. So the next thing we want to remind you all is that we now have our Patreon page up if you are available and interested in that. You can only pack so much information into these YouTube videos. People have a very, very short attention span. So, if making this move is something that you're extremely serious about and you want to dig into the details even more, sign up for our Patreon. You get pre-release and exclusive content. We have a private Facebook group. So we're looking to try to build a community of like-minded folks where we can help each other out in that Facebook group. We're also going to be providing some discounts for the personalized Zoom consultations that we just mentioned, in addition to what is now 23, but it's going to be eventually 40 frequently asked questions videos. You'll have instant access to that, as well as several other news articles and a lot more information about Panama that we can never pack into things like this. It's News Around Panama. I just covered 2 or 3 articles. We have a litany of things on the Patreon if interested. Also, want to remind you all to please shop if interested. Our Chosen Few Expat store. We have our merchandise and some Panama merchandise as well. If you take an exploratory trip here, it's a great souvenir for friends and family. Or if you just want to, just show it off when you get back home. Say, hey, this is where I'm moving. This is my future home. We have some very, very nice Panama gear in our store. Also, friendly reminder to please review our affiliate links in the description or in the first comment below for recommended products and services. A lot of these are going to be affiliate links, so that is a way for you to help us out here at the channel, but it's also going to be providing you with a tour or a service that you would be looking to try to book anyway. So if you did want to help us out, that's another way that you can do it. And so with that, welcome to your nap session. As we mentioned, Panama has crowned 2 champions. Panama just had their Serie Final de Baseball Nacional Mayor, which is basically the equivalent to their World Series. It's like the national championship, like Major League Baseball, highest level of baseball. Baseball is Panama's national sport. It is the most popular sport in Panama. Soccer may be gaining, but baseball has been a staple in Panama. They had a lot of major leaguers. They have Hall of Famers. So it's big here. So with these events going on, I know we normally cover things like the economy and stuff like that, but in a big event like this, just kind of feel like it's something that we should cover. So the 2 teams that made the final are Los Santos and Colon. So where these are located is Los Santos is on the Pacific coast, AZUL Peninsula, and Colon is up there to the north, Colon province. Their main city, of course, is Colon City. Los Santos' main city is Las Tablas. So these games are played in Rod Carew Stadium. Rod Carew is a Hall of Fame baseball player. So that was the intro there to the national broadcast. Again, these games are played in Rod Carew Stadium. Rod Carew is a Hall of Fame baseball player from Panama who won 7 American League batting titles. The national stadium is named after him. We'll cover him a little bit more in a separate video, but very, very underrated player. Really should be talked about a lot more, in my opinion. So in this first game here, there was already drama in the first game, so I need to set this up for you all. The game is in the bottom of the 9th inning. Cologne is leading 3-2. The Cologne closer has just walked in a run. The bases are loaded. It's 2 outs. He's already walked in a run. So Cologne was leading 3-1 just a minute ago here. Now it's 3-2 that they're leading. Bases loaded, bottom of the 9th, 2 outs. Let's see what happens.
A través de TV Max. Aquí viene el lanzamiento. Rolling el pitcher. A ver, por el home play. Se le fue la pelota. Viene una para la casa. Viene otra más. Victoria para el equipo de los Santos. Lo que parecía una doble matanza. Ahora, el de casa es el que celebra. Es el que manda. Los Santos dejan el terreno a Colón.
So there you go. That's how game 1 ended. A game that Cologne had in hand, but the closer just gift wrapped it and handed it to Los Santos. I mean, he made a terrible throw to the catcher there. He's only probably like 40 feet away, probably less than 40 feet away from the catcher. And just, I don't know, he just completely missed him, threw the ball to the backstop. Both runners scored. So, of course, Los Santos is going crazy. You know, they didn't win the series. It's the best 4 out of 7 series. Just like the World Series, but you got to be excited to be able to win a game like that, especially the first game. So all of the games were closely contested. There were 4 one-run games, each of the first 4 games. So we're here into game 5. So that excitement that carried on from the first game carried on through to this 5th game. Now, during their broadcast here, they have, you know, a reporter on the field. You know how you have like a field reporter or sideline reporter, but they also sometimes will send another person or that person into the stands. So this is just an interesting clip I thought y'all would like to see from game 5.
Haga lo que quiera. Se apaga Colón, prendale la vela, que huelen a muerto, haga lo que quiera. Colón, prende la vela, que huelen a muerto, haga lo que quiera. Se apaga Colón, prendale la vela, que huelen a muerto, haga lo que quiera.
So y'all can see how they were getting it in at the game. You know, they don't have like the organ player like we have back in the States, you know, person playing the organ or whatever up there. This is what they do. I mean, it's more like maybe a soccer game type of atmosphere. And so that's kind of what you get. The game was tied at that point, 1-1, going into the 5th inning, I think. And so the score stayed the same. The game actually did go into extra innings. So here, let me set this one up for you all also. The game went into extra innings. And here you are at the bottom of the 10th inning. You can see the score still 1-1. There's 1 out. Cologne has a runner on 3rd base. So I think you may have already seen the clip. So what you're going to get here is a comebacker to the pitcher. So let's just see what happens here with that.
Aquí viene el lanzamiento, rolling al pitcher. Cuida al corredor. Se vino para la casa el corredor. El tiro a home play. Quieto en el home play. Y se acabó el juego.
La van a retar, David, la van a retar.
Victoria para el equipo de Colón, aunque están retando la jugada, pero qué mal cayó.
So basically what you have here is that each of the closers have blown a game. Each of the closers have blown a game. So, you know, what the reliever did right there when he got the ball, of course, he's supposed to look the runner back to 3rd base, which he did glance over there. You know, he didn't really, to me, I think he probably could have held him a little longer. And then when he went to throw the ball to 1st base, he like double clutched. He didn't throw it right away. So when he like double clutched, the Cologne runner just bolted for the plate and barely scored the game-winning run. So let's check it out one more time.
Viene el lanzamiento, rolling al pitcher. Cuida al corredor. Se vino para la casa el corredor. El tiro a home play. Quieto en el home play. y se acabó el juego.
La van a retar, David, la van a retar.
Victoria para el equipo de Colón, aunque están retando la jugada, pero qué mal cayó.
So there you go. So now we are 4 games into this series. Each relief pitcher has now blown a game and given it to the other team. So we're going to check back on this later on in the broadcast. So next story is, as I mentioned to you, that Panama has crowned not 1, but 2 champions. So the other champion that was crowned here is Panama became the first team to qualify for the 2023 Little League World Series. So they're the first team in the world to qualify. So let me show you all the article on that one. And here it is. And this is the team from Santiago. Santiago is the major city, the capital city of Veraguas province. In the latest census, I think they were up around 130,000 people. So, you know, that's a lot of people. They may have overtaken David as the second largest city in the nation. I'm not sure about that yet, but pretty sizable city, Santiago. And so here's the team. So congratulations to these young men. They got to the Little League World Series with a 2-1 win over the defending champion, Agua Dulce. Now, Agua Dulce literally translates to Sweetwater. They were the team that won the championship last year, and they represented Panama in the Little League World Series last year. So in this series, Santiago had a 6-1 record, and their only loss was to Agua Dulce. So, you know, they lost to them in the earlier rounds, but they beat them when it counted. So I'm sure the kids from Agua Dulce are disappointed. This is going to be the 12th time a team from Panama that's making a trip to the Little League World Series. The second time for this particular community that had Ruben Tejada on the team in 2001, future major leaguer, Ruben Tejada. And that team finished 1-2 in pool play, and their only victory was actually over Japan, who ended up winning the Little League World Series that year. So again, so congratulations to these young men for making the Little League World Series. Like I said, Panama has a rich baseball history, and we definitely wanted to cover that. And congrats to them on their championship. So the next thing we wanted to cover, let's see here, one moment. Next thing we wanted to cover, getting back to some economic news, we covered in the NAP session number 1 that Panama was set to cancel a $300 million Metro Tunnel tender. Just a reminder that the president was not happy with the job that Metro Panama was doing. They were awarded it initially, and he pulled it back because he did not like the progress of their work. And the thinking was that he may award this to a foreign company, and that is exactly what he did. So Panama has confirmed that they awarded the Metro Tunnel design contract to a South Korean consortium. Let me grab that article for you all and pull that up so you can see it. So they confirmed this tunnel design contract with the South Korean consortium. This again is for the tunnel that's going to be built or dug underneath the Panama Canal for the Metro line expansion out west of the city. It's a $2.5 billion Metro line project. The line is going to be over 24 kilometers long, but the tunnel is 5.3 kilometers of that. That portion of the project just for the tunnel is $300 million. So the company that got it is a consortium or consortio. HPH joint venture is going to build the tunnel. And that's comprised of South Korea's Hyundai Engineering and Construction and a company called POSCO. POSCO won the contract to build the actual 24.5 kilometer metro line. So they're already working on that. We see this construction on that as we go back and forth from the city. It's going to be able to support 22,000 passengers per day, up to 22,000 passengers per day, and have 14 different stops. So another part of this was the design portion of it that was originally awarded to a consortium called Tunnel de las Americas. And that was $9.86 million just for the design portion of the project. But once Panama handed this over to this new consortium, they pulled the design work and everything and just handed it all to them. So we'll keep you all updated on the progress of this one, but that's kind of where that fell out. We said we would come back and let you all know the result. And Panama did go with a foreign company on that one, a South Korean company, as it turns out. So getting back to the series, what we've now seen is through 4 games, a relief pitcher for each team has handed the game to the other team. Through 4 games, you got 4 games, each 1-run games, highly contested. So coming back to this here, Cologne is up 3-1. So we'll show you another clip here. So setting this up for you all here, game is in the 9th inning. Cologne's leading 3-1. Score this game is 7-3 at the time. So let's check out this play and see what happened.
Lanzamiento sentenciado. Victoria para el equipo de Colón. Colón es el nuevo campeón del béisbol mayor 2023 y usted fue testigo de la historia a través de TV Max.
So there y'all go. Cologne won the championship. So congratulations to them. Let's check out a little bit of the celebration here.
Felicidades Colón, campeón del béisbol mayor 2023.
And there you have it. Baseball Mayor champions, campeones de Panama, Colón. That is going to wrap up your nap session. So we're going to remind you here to please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let us know what y'all think about some of this. Now, they did play some good baseball. I just showed y'all 2 bad plays, but they were just, they were game-ending plays, so I figured I had to show you all those 2. But they did play a lot of good baseball, in between all of that. But please do like, subscribe, comment below, hit the notification bell so you can be notified of our future videos. Check out our products and services. Check us out on Patreon and email us for a consultation should you need some help with your move down here. And with that, we will see you all on the next one.